Assistant head cheerleader, senior Mackenzie Lane. Assistant head cheerleader.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the Gobbler Coaches Show. My partner Ray and I are here with Coach Jack Alvarez. Coach, great win last Friday against the Navarro Panthers, a game that started out, I think the first play of the game, Navarro scored, but your team showed character and never gave up and played a great game the rest of the night.
I tell you what, I thought our kids, that was the first time since I've been here, I felt like they had an investment they had an investment in to me, just in the game itself through the week of practice. Felt like we'd had, toward the end of the week before, I felt like we started getting a little better. Against Yoakum, I could see things kind of turning in the right direction. But starting the week, we were sitting there 0-3, and the kids practiced really, really good all week, and they were focused and they were locked in, and I was excited going into the game. I didn't know how it was going to come out because Navarro's tradition, but I thought we had a chance. And we sit in here and I act like tell you we got a chance, and I know everybody goes, this guy's crazy, but I did feel like we had a chance, and it had to do with how hard the kids had worked and how focused and locked in. And we told them some things we felt like if we were going to be a good football team that needed to get done. And they did it through the week, and then they did it at the game. They did show some character. They got down, came back, and never looked back. And I was really, really proud of the kids and their effort. There's several outstanding performances on offense, defense. Jerry getting his first start. He played the whole half the week before, but to come in as a starter sometimes it's a different mindset, because you're the one that's been prepared all week. Coming off the bench sometimes, believe it or not, is easier because, hey, I'm out here now. I'm a gunslinger. It's easy. The game's either in hand or out of control one way or the other. So I was really proud of that kid. I was proud of the offensive line. We put some pressure on those guys to be more physical and stay on blocks longer and take better angles. And, they did it all week long in practice, and it's the first time we kind of left a group together since we started. It's been a revolving door, either be because of injury or be because of needs on defense. But we kind of let that be a revolving door. And I said, hey, look, going into this week, we're not going to change up. We're not going to do a whole lot of adjusting to the playbook this week. We're gonna see what the kids know and try to gain some confidence. And I think we do have a little confidence right now. And defensively, they went over there. It was slot T. You got to change. You got to change your mindset when you play a slot T offense. I think that's a cool offense to watch. When bad spread and bad slot T, those are the two worst things to watch. But when you have good spread and good slot T, they're both fun to watch because they're explosive type offenses. And for us to go in and ask some kids to be unselfish last week and put a few more linebackers in the game instead of DBs, that I thought that was really good on the kids' part. Cause some guys didn't start last week. They'd been started the other 3 games, and it wasn't because we thought they're bad DBs. It was because we need to put linebackers in the game. But on the other hand, some of those guys got to play a lot more offense, so it all works out.
Yeah. Coach, go ahead, Ray.
I was like, talk a little bit about how did it carry over to this week? You talked about practice being good last week. Did the confidence continue to build during practice this week?
Yes, sir. We've had another good week. Things. When you play on a Saturday, I'm going to say this: it makes a long week because you're out of routine, and as coaches, we had to mix it up a little bit for them to where the week just didn't drag. I'll say by Wednesday, they're ready for a fast, sharp practice. Well, we're wanting one more day of grinding as coaches because we want Thursday to be the faster day now, and then Friday be the script up day. So I will say that was a little bit of a struggle, just trying to change the mindset. And all week long, I told them, hey, look, we get here, Monday is Sunday, even though we're going to get to practice, and Tuesday, I said it wrong then, and Tuesday is Monday, and you try to set that in their minds, but
it doesn't work.
No, they're kids. They know what day it is at school, I promise you.
Well, no, that's good because you addressed the other question. I was going to ask you to talk about how the difference of playing on Saturday. But
there's a big difference in that, and then we moved that was part of the deal in getting that game. They didn't want to play on Friday because of the travel, and we both had off weeks, so I agreed to it. And then they wanted to move the game up early an hour. So what do you do? We've got our whole day scripted out for Saturday. We're going to bring the kids up early. Saturday morning, I say early. We want to bring them up about 10 o'clock. We're going to do a walkthrough and some meetings, and then we're going to bring them back at 2 o'clock. And then the Booster Club's going to do some hamburgers for us, and we can get in here and meet with them again and get them off their feet. Maybe have a movie for them, but not. You don't want to be all over town, but you better have your kids locked in because it is a different day, and you want to make it feel as normal as you can with them.
Gotcha.
Well, Coach, congratulations on that victory against Navarro. Your first victory as a Gobbler head coach, so congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Saturday night, we're taping this Friday morning, but tomorrow night the Uvalde Coyotes come to town. Familiar foe to Cuero from years past, a long time ago. Haven't seen them lately. Talk a little bit about what your offense and defense is going to face from the Uvalde Coyotes.
Well, they'll play a 3-4 defense against us because we do like to have tight ends in the game or running backs. And, we like to be in a multiple formation. We like to be in a bunch of different formations, and I think because of that, it'll be safer for them to stay in their 3-4. I think a lot of times they'll look more like the old 50 cover 2 that some of us grew up with, which it puts when they play 50 cover 2 on us, it puts you in a bad situation unless you play man because they got to make a decision now. Does their outside linebacker have the weak side flat, or does that high safety have the weak side flat? So that's going to cause some. That's what they got to figure out this week. I'm glad I'm not on their staff because, if I can make them get in a different defense now, they can't feel real comfortable with that. But anyway, they're a 3-4 team. I would say their front is the best part of their defense. They do have some bigger kids, and their TNTs are good sized kids. They got one, I think, pretty good linebacker, and then after that, they're like everybody else at this level, you start finding some weak spots. But they play hard. What we got to do is take some of their aggressiveness away from them, put some points on the board, and what they've shown in the past weeks, if you can get ahead of them, you're going to have a pretty good night on offense. As far as what they've given up, we think we do have some things throwing the ball on them, and we would surely like to exploit that early.
And then what about what do they look like offensively?
Offensively, they've been in 2x2, 3x1. They've been quads. They've been empty. I can tell what they want to do. They want to spread it around. They want to throw it around a bunch. They do have some pretty good receivers. I think number 3, 8, and 11 are their best ones. 8's a big old tall kid. You can tell that on film. I think he looks to be 6'2" or so. So that'll cause some problems for us. And I know we're going to do some. We're going to have some zone packages in, but we're always going to make sure we got 1 or 2 on number 11. At times he can be that good. So. And
you mentioned that the quarterback, pretty good passer.
Yeah, he's an accurate kid. He don't have a whole lot of speed, so we're going to try to mix that up good on him so he don't get his feet comfortable underneath him. He gets his feet underneath him, he can throw it. If you can make him have to move around in the pocket, that disrupts most quarterbacks, but I think it really will affect this guy because he's not a great runner. I think they're struggling right now with what they want to do. We saw last week they got in some 2 tight end sets. They got in some nasty slot look, and then they got down 2 or 3 scores and they were back to their wide open game. So I'm sure as coaches they're having meetings this week too on what they think is going to be best. As we talked earlier today, I would think we would see a bunch of spread from them. You go back and look at us earlier in the year, we did not handle that very well against Livonia.
Ray, anything you want to add regarding Uvalde?
Just historically, it's the first time we've ever played them that it wasn't a playoff game. We played them 7 times, dating.
When was the last time we played them?
1977.
Yeah.
I was a sophomore. We went to Uvalde, and they beat us 27-11 in a playoff game.
Wow.
So
I did not participate. I knew they were stood on the sideline, but I didn't play in the game. But oddly enough, just from a family perspective, that's the last time we played him. The first time we played him was 1951. My dad and them beat him in the by-district game. Cuero was 11-0 and lost the next week to Donna, but Cuero beat Uvalde 14-7 in 1951. And then he had the great, if you read the Cuero record, Joe Shepard, Joel, Shepherd. We played them 71 through 75, five straight years. But back then there were 16 districts, and you had East Zone and West Zone. And so Uvalde, they beat us in 71 and 72. We beat them in 73, 74, 75. But Uvalde won state in 72. And all the teams were undefeated in those years. Both teams went through, Cuero was 9-0-1 in 71. But in 72, 73, 74, 75, every time we played in the playoffs, I believe both teams were 10-0. And they won state in 72. Cuero won state in 73, 74, and went to the finals. And before Jack's time, but Ennis beat us in 75 in the state finals. So, event, a lot of history between the two schools, but not in a long time. They haven't played them since 1977.
Yep. Well, Coach, talk a little bit about what happened last night in our sub-varsity and junior high games.
Well, junior high was off last week.
Okay.
They're going to play Livonia next week on the high school's off week. That way we can kind of focus in and give those junior high boys some attention. But tell you what, our seventh grade's off to a really fast start. They to me, they've been very impressive. Eighth grade, they lost. They really only had one real game, and they lost that one. But or actually got called because of lightning.
Yeah.
Got called because of lightning. But anyway, I'm anxious to see those guys get to finish the whole game against Livonia. So last night the freshmen played Victoria West. We won 53-0, and then we got a little payback with Navarro with our JV. We went over there last week and got beat, but last night we beat them 26, and we pitched a shutout. So
sounds like the freshmen kind of exacted some of their frustration out on West after losing last week.
Well, we talked about some questionable football officiating possibly. I wasn't there, so I didn't see it, but for it to be that big of an exchange, and from what I saw last night, it's very hard for me to believe that crew could beat our freshmen. So anyway, sometimes it's not bad to be humbled. So they went back to it. Sound like they went back
53-0. You said?
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of points in a freshman game.
That's
when
a
you're
lot of
playing like
points.
9-minute quarters or 10-minute quarters.
That's a lot of points. Yes, sir.
What was JV score?
JV was 26-0.
26-0. Thank you, Jay.
Other things going on, volleyball got their first district win, which is huge going into Gonzales. We visited about that a little bit earlier. Also, that would give them if they can win tonight, they beat one more person, they pretty much ensure themselves a spot in the playoffs. And with them beating Hondo last week, we'd have to look forward to some sort of run. Now, that would be exciting. Having a new coach and then just feeling like just get out of the first round and see what happens. So that's exciting.
And then what else is going on? We have cross country going on right now too.
We do have cross country going on right now. Coach Rickman's supposed to be sending me a report.
I saw that in the Coral Record. I saw where Brooke Wendell medaled again. I think she got third overall, but the week before that she was first overall.
She was first over, yes, sir.
There was a picture of him. I'll have it tonight or tomorrow night. I'll bring it.
Do you have a schedule?
Yes, I do.
Where are they tomorrow?
The cross country team on Saturday, September the 26th, will be at McNeil. Round Rock McNeil.
That's a pretty good little jaunt from here.
Yeah, they'll be at Round Rock.
We'll call that. You better get on that bypass.
The junior high kids ran Wednesday in Gonzales, but we'll try to get some of that before tomorrow night so we can call out some names.
Good deal. Well, Ray, do you have anything else?
I was really impressed last week. I mean, from a statistics standpoint, it was like, didn't even look like the same, you know what I'm saying, the same team, and I was impressed that,
Well, I never want to look like that other team.
I understand.
Let's look like the one that played last week. That would be fine with me.
I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow night to see how we build on what happened.
Right.
And then you get an off week to continue to fine tune and get some guys healthy, and you're going to get I know that Jaden Nichols came back last week. He may see a little more action tonight. You're starting to get some guys back. I know some guys probably bunged up, but I'm anxious to see.
Well, Raiden will be back in the lineup on defense tonight.
Okay, good. So we got Raiden Rivera back.
We'll get him back, and then in 20 days we will get back Big Thomas Meter again. So that'll be our. And then we'll have a full house again. That'll be exciting for us. We may get well just at the right time.
Good deal. Well, Coach, good luck tomorrow night against the Uvalde Coyotes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
You bet.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Gobbler Stadium for tonight's non-district matchup between the Uvalde Coyotes and the Cuero Gobblers. Some say Coyotes, Ray. Some say Coyotes. Not sure which is correct for Uvalde, but
Lobos. He said on their website, Oscar said on their website it has both. It says
Okay.
Coyote, or maybe the girls are the Lobos. I don't know. Who knows?
okay. I was talking about the pronunciation of Coyotes.
I understand.
Folks, Gobblers coming into this contest after a big win last week against the Navarro Panthers. Ray, you gotta hope, you gotta think that the Gobblers are going to have that same intensity starting this game as they finished with last week against Navarro.
I would think you're right, Clay. I mean, hopefully so. I mean, it was like a totally different team last week after starting the season 0-3. And, you know, I'll say this, if you didn't watch scores this morning and look at what happened last night, Navarro's not a bad football team. They beat Giddings last night, and Giddings will be in our district, a district opponent. And so it's not like we just played somebody that we should have beat anyway. We came out and executed well against a team that's, you know, gone 3 or 4 rounds deep in the playoffs for 5 or 6 years in a row. So I hope I'm anxious to see what we see today.
Exactly. The old Gobblers or the new Gobblers?
Right. A lot of history in this matchup, Clay. Haven't played them in a long time, but a lot of history.
We're gonna go to the field right now. Mike Cantu is going to talk to Coach Alvarez.
Mike Cantu with Gobbler Radio. Last week, pretty successful week. Football game, good win over Navarro team, a good Navarro team. What do you plan on? What's your game plan for tonight?
I just want us to execute. I want the kids offensively take what they give us. They letting us throw it. I want to be able to throw the ball. They letting us run the ball. We got to just take advantage of all situations. Defensively, they're going to be in the spread, and we need to prove to some of these guys we can slow down people throwing the ball. That'll be a lot of fun.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. Kickoff is sponsored by RNC Insurance. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Go ahead, Ray. Talk about the history that this is involved in these two teams.
Well, you know, oddly enough, this is the first time we've ever played Uvalde that it has not been in the playoffs. The history started in 1951. Cuero was 10-0 that year, and they beat Uvalde in the bi-district round 14-7. And then you had the round of games that went 71 through 75 in order. And the interesting thing about that was, you know, Cuero had gone to the state finals in 70, but then in 71, Cuero was 9-0-1, and they got beat by Uvalde. Next year, Cuero was 10-0 and got beat first playoff game by Uvalde. And Uvalde won state in 1972. And then in 73, Cuero again went 10-0, beat Uvalde, won the state championship. 74, Cuero went 10-0, beat Uvalde, won the state championship. 75, Cuero went 10-0 again, beat Uvalde, lost in the finals that year to Ennis. And then the last time we played was 1977. I was there in person. Well, for most of those I was, but actually I was on the sidelines in 1977. We lost to them in the bi-district round in Uvalde. We flipped and lost, and we had to get on the buses and go all the way to Uvalde. But
so we've got a 4-3 record against
4-3 record against it. But all of them have been in the playoffs. This is the first time in the regular season.
We'll pause for a minute while the national anthem is being played.
Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, before the players take the field tonight, we want to thank you for allowing us to come together during these difficult times. Thank you to administration, coaches, staff, referees, parents, and the community for giving us the opportunity to participate in a sport that means so much to all of us. Watch over all the players, keeping them safe and injury-free. May they play a fair game and show sportsmanship on and off the field. Please keep everyone safe as they travel home after the game. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
All right. Uvalde comes in with a 1-3 record. Their lone win being against Carrizo Springs the first week of the season. We're fixing to have the coin toss. Uvalde's in all white with maroon numbers and white helmets, and the Gobblers are in white helmets with green jerseys and white pants. So, Ray, you mentioned this a lot. I think tonight ought to be good. We can see the numbers pretty good tonight. Looking across the field there, in my opinion.
Nice block letters. They look. I know it's maroon, but from a distance, they almost look. They do have stripes on their pants. I was gonna say they almost look Penn State-esque, but Penn State doesn't have stripes on their white pants. But the lone captain for the Coyotes tonight, Julian Ortiz, number 62, and for Cuero, number 26, Jackson Hardwick. Cuero also has number 40, Lucas DeBoard, number 65, Charles Derone, and number 6, Kalen Malandrakis as captains, but they only let one. I guess in the days of COVID, they only let one captain go out to the middle of the field with the refs. And again, we say this every week, but this was all done before they even came on the field.
Ray, he's flipping it. He showed him the coin and flipped it.
Uvalde won the toss, and they're going to defer. Cuero is going to receive the ball from the south end.
All right, so the Gobbler offense will be on the field first. At left tackle, Kyle Weghorst. At left guard, Jaden Nichols. At center, Caleb Smith. Right guard, Jake Plunkett. Right tackle, Jonas DeLeon. The wide back is A.J. Arroyo. The receivers are Deverick Mathis, Xavier Durham. Also, you'll hear us call LeBron Johnson some. Running backs, Jackson Hardwick, Tyson Williams. You'll also hear us call Justice Belvin and Breck Ellaby. The quarterback is Jerry Rosette. Fixing to get this thing kicked off, a 6 o'clock kickoff.
You know, something new that I don't think maybe you mentioned it last week. I guess we're going to go the superstitious route because we can wear lots of combinations. We won last week in white pants and green jerseys. They're going to do it again, but we got the stripes. And this year we'll have the C on one side of the helmet and the number on the other side. It's not the Gobbler C or the Cuero C on both sides.
And I think, Ray, since this may be the first game, Coach Alvarez mentioned to me that he wanted to get those numbers bigger so they're more visible. And I think they've gotten them in and put them on, and these numbers are bigger than big and more block. More block numbers.
You can see the number on the helmet. At least we can read. We're on.
All right, deep for the Gobblers is going to be Tyson Williams.
Uvalde's got a left-footed kicker. Boy, he comes at it flat, Clay. I mean, he's like 5 yards off the ball, but coming really at an angle here.
Little pooch kick fielded by number 3, LeBron Johnson. He's dropped down right at the 30-yard line. Also deep for the Gobblers was Breck Ellaby and Justice Belvin.
He got knocked down by his own guy coming up to field it.
Gobblers come to the line with Hardwick and Williams in the backfield behind Rosette. Rosette rolls to his left, throws to the left, just out of the reach of A.J. Arroyo. Had him open
just
on the second level.
little bit too much penetration from the defensive end, or I guess maybe he's a nose tackle, number 44, but it's hard to throw the ball 15, 20 yards downfield when you're running backwards when you throw it.
For Uvalde to be 3 hours away, they brought quite a bit of fans.
They sure did.
Plus they got their band and their pep squad and their cheerleaders, so they travel well. 2nd and 10 for the Gobblers. Pitch to number 4, Xavier Durham around the left-hand side. Got a block, makes one man miss, gets pushed out of bounds just short of the 40.
Yeah, that actually goes down as a pass because they snap it to the quarterback and he tosses it forward. So Rosette throws the ball about 1.5 feet in the yard and gets a 9-yard in the air and gets a 9-yard completion.
Brings up a 3rd and 1 situation for the Gobblers. Rosette hands off to Williams, but we have a flag.
We moved.
Yep.
Not what you want to do on 3rd and 1. They faked the blitz. We did have some conversation with Coach Alvarez yesterday, and I think what the scouting has indicated on 3rd down doesn't really matter what the down and distance is, but they're coming.
Every 3rd down, they're coming.
Clay, I would think based off that the first little 9-yard play, we're going to have the speed advantage on them.
Rosette throws out to his right, caught by number 4, Xavier Durham, for a 1st down.
From the 34 out to the 42, a pickup of 8 on 3rd and 6 brings the first down of the game for the Gobblers. That's just easy pitch and catch, Clay.
Yep. Williams lined up behind Rosette. He gets the toss over the right-hand side, stays on his feet and gets close to the 1st down. Going to be a gain of about 8. Gets it right to the 50-yard line.
If he hadn't kind of lost his footing as he turned upfield, that might have gone for more than that, too.
Second and 2. Rosette pitches it again to Williams over the right-hand side. 1st down and more. Good blocking on that right-hand side. Jonas DeLeon. A.J. Arroyo. 1st and 10 from the Uvalde 44-yard line. Fakes and rolls to his left. He's pressured, throws out to the left. Had 2 guys out there, but just led them too far. Had Hardwick and Arroyo, but like you mentioned earlier, Ray, when you're under pressure, it's tough to hit the spot when you're running for your life. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, both of those plays have been designed well. The receivers have been open. It's just they hadn't had time to get the ball to them.
Rosette rolls to his left, tucks it and runs upfield. Got some room. Got some inside the 30. Driven out of bounds at about the 21, but we got flags on the play.
I think it's going to have to be on the defense because they didn't blow the whistle. I saw the headline, it's the defense. He signaled against the defense. That play's going to stand.
Good deal. You're right. Normally, if it's on the offense, they're going to stop the play.
Well, that'll get – Rosette has had negative yards rushing because in high school, if you get sacked, it's not fair to the quarterback. But that for the season, that'll get him out of negative yards because – that's from the 44 all the way down to the 21. So he picked up 23 yards and a 1st down.
Rosette and Williams in the backfield. 2 receivers split to the right. Pitch it to, we got flags on the play. The pitch was to Breck Ellaby going in motion.
Ball start on the Gobblers.
Ellaby has been moved from quarterback to running back and receiver position. So I think he, with his speed and his elusiveness,
He'll
definitely going to help the Gobblers.
It'll
on
help
offense.
offense, yeah.
1st and 15 following the penalty.
Just gives you another playmaker on the field.
Hardwick and Williams lined up behind Rosette. Rosette drops straight back, throws to the left, wide open. Xavier Durham gets down inside the 15 to about the 12. Going to be short by about 2 yards, I think. They're going to give him the 13, so
Be second and
second and 2. Rosette in shotgun. Hands off to Tyson Williams. He tries to bounce it, goes nowhere.
Ooh.
Gonna
got
be
back
no,
to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, gonna be a no gain. That play was blown up from the beginning.
Get back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 2 Gobblers. Take about 11 on tackle, and tackle with the hair.
I'm going to venture to guess Hardwick's going to get this ball going straight ahead right here. Nope. they're
Nope,
gonna throw
rolls
it.
to his right, throws in, batted down by number 42. Good play there by Diego Gonzalez to bat that thing down.
Back by the Gobblers, bring up 4th down.
Bring up a 4th down situation for the Gobblers. Offense is staying out on the field.
It's the 10th play of the drive, so you certainly want to try to obviously convert here. You don't want to go 10 plays and use up over 4.5 minutes and get nothing to show for it.
All right, too tight situation. Rosette pitches it to Tyson Williams, close to the 1st down. Uvalde's saying no.
Tyson Williams on the carry.
They're doing this wrong.
Tyson Williams is saying yes.
You're supposed to throw the ball out to the official, the linesman who spots it, you know what I'm saying? Where he puts his foot down rather than trying to throw it back inside to the guy. Cuero seems to think we got it.
Yep, they said we got it.
Well, he needed 2 and he got 2. It's the 4th first down of this opening drive for the Gobblers.
Ball is spotted at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st down for the Gobblers.
Breck Ellaby lined up behind Rosette. Pitch to Ellaby around the left-hand side. Jumps over one man, gets down close to the 5-yard line. They're going to give him the 5.
It's a good way to create a fumble with your back, you know what I'm saying, and the guy behind you pulling at the ball, but you did a good job of keep hanging on to it. Picked up 6 on 1st down.
Yep.
That's what Coach Alvarez wants on 1st down. Lots of options when it's 2nd and 4.
Hardwick and Ellaby lined up behind Rosette. Pitches it to Hardwick, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lose a yard. I think they're going to give him a loss of 1 on that.
I think you're right.
We don't have sizes for Uvalde, but I think that Ray, their defensive line interior defensive line looks pretty big.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Rosette Hands off to Ellaby. He gets inside the 5 and gets down to about the 3.5. So Gobblers face another 4th down situation.
So a long, I guess it's a little bit more than 2 yards and a foot.
4th and 2 for the Gobblers.
All right, here we go.
We're on the wrong hash because Jerry's left-handed. It's going to be hard to roll to the right.
Rosette hands off to Hardwick underneath. Going to have the first down. I think short of the goal line, but going to have the first down.
I think you're right.
All right, so 1st and goal from the 1. No, they're talking this one over.
All of the Uvalde guys are pointing that they stopped it, and the Cuero guys are all pointing that we got it. They're going to measure.
Folks, RNC Insurance, they're located at 212 North Esplanade, Cuero, Texas. Their phone number is 277-9800. Stop by and see Rich Carbonara and his staff for your insurance needs. RNC Insurance is our kickoff sponsor, and we appreciate their donation to the Booster Club.
Clay, that was the 15th play of this opening drive. We've used up over 6 minutes off the clock, and it is going to be a Cuero first down.
First down for the Gobblers. Have over 50 yards.
First and goal from the 1.
Rosette under center. Quarterback keeper. We call that before, with the help of Jackson Hardwick pushing him in. That's a touchdown by Jerry Rosette. That touchdown sponsored to you by Brian Gomez, State Farm Insurance. So the Cuero Gobblers strike first on a
16-play, 70-yard drive.
Thank you, Ray.
Chewed up 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
Bo Fournette comes out to kick the extra point. Lucas DeBoard is your holder. The snapper is Kason Jander. Jaden Nichols isn't in there yet. He's normally the snapper, but he's been hurt. And he drills it through. So with 5:12 left to go in the first quarter, that brings the score to Cuero 7, Uvalde 0. Partner Chevrolet is a longtime sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers Athletic Booster Club. They have recently become part of the Benny Boyd Group. Stop by Partner Chevrolet for your car or truck shopping needs and excellent parts and service department. The Wild Gobbler down there leading the cheers. We need to get him a cheerleading uniform. How do you think he'd look in one of those, Ray?
I don't know.
Let's not think about it.
His knees and calves might not be too attractive.
All right.
But he certainly is heart of the spirit in the stands. That's for darn sure. Has been for a long time.
Deep for the Coyotes is number 1, Estevan Ortiz. Second level is Christian Rivera. Fournette kicks it to Ortiz. He falls on it at about the 17-yard line. All right, your starters on defense. At end, Stephen Magura, nose guard Raiden Rivera, tackle Charles DeRuin, rush in Bo Fournette, Sam linebacker Zyler Jones, Mike linebacker Kalen Malandrakis, Will linebacker Lucas DeBoard. The corners are Deverick Mathis and Justice Belvin. Free safety is Donovan Jones, and the strong safety is J.D. Nataro.
A good job on the kickoff there.
Excellent coverage.
Yeah, excellent coverage, and hard kick to handle and put them in a, in high school football, you don't normally want to start at your own 18.
Shotgun formation. Quarterback runs a reverse. Got a block. Round the end. Out past the 30. And we have flags. I think it's going to be a horse collar to add on to the end of this game.
Who ran that number 11? Yep.
Their quarterback is Donovan Davila. Coach Alvarez told us yesterday in the coaches show he's a pretty good passer. Not as good a runner, so they want to get him in a running situation where he has to break the pocket, and then maybe they can close on him. Big offensive line looks like for the Uvalde Coyotes. We can see it up here, 79, 62, 70, 76. Those guys are huge. All right, so they called a face mask against the Gobbler tackler. 4 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. All eligible receivers are split out.
Yeah, that's a good way to get out of the hole, a 19-yard run and add a 15-yard penalty on top of it, and you move the sticks 34 yards.
Yeah, they start this next play in Gobbler territory at the 48-yard line. So, one play.
34 moved it
34 yards. Quarterback drops back, throws across the middle, intercepted by Kalen Malandrakis, and he's taken down shortly after that. So, we just talked about how that quarterback was a pretty good passer, but he threw it right there to Kalen Malandrakis. He gets the first turnover of the game, gives the Gobblers pretty good field position. They're starting at the Uvalde 48-yard line. So, great defensive play there by Malandrakis.
It's what you want to do, get it right back.
Rosette rolls to his right, throwback. A.J. Arroyo gets down just short of the 40. That's something I was hoping we could see more of, Ray, is them utilizing Arroyo at that tight end position. Gobblers face a 2nd and 4. Rosette rolls to his left. Oh. Wide open, number 3, LeBron Johnson makes a diving catch, and they're going to give him the first down at 1st and 10 at the 31.
Great hands by LeBron on that. Good job of Rosette to step up into the pocket, even at not being very tall, and threw it a little behind him, but he made a great hands catch there.
Rosette drops back, throws across the middle, caught by Jackson Hardwick inside the 20, down, ball's on the ground, Uvalde recovers it. Hardwick tried to do a little too much there, ball just popped out, and Uvalde recovers it at the 10-yard line. Ray, Rosette's doing a good job of finding the wide open receiver.
Right.
I mean,
and it's been a different look every time we've thrown to backs, to tight ends, to receivers.
That's what I was getting at. There's not just one guy being left wide open. All of our receivers, there's at least one left open each time, and Rosette's finding them. Shotgun formation, handoff to the running back up the middle. He cuts through the line, brought down by Malandrakis, Rivera.
Lambert with the carry. Turnovers are a lot to right. It's hard to get the first play after the turnover.
2nd and 1 for Uvalde. Quarterback drops back. Pressured, gonna run. Breaks one tackle, throws in the left flat, caught.
Number 11.
The receiver, Christian Rivera, makes that reception for a Uvalde first down. Two receivers split to either side. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Throws downfield, in and out of the hands of number 8, Tanner Bowman, defended by Justice Belvin.
Justice Belvin on the coverage of the Gobblers.
Hands off up the middle.
I think his knee was down.
Ball's on the ground.
They're gonna-
They're going to keep it with Uvalde. Lambert was your ball carrier and going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Should be 3rd and 5, Clay. Yeah,
Third,
he flipped
yep,
it. Yeah,
3rd
he
and
just
5.
flipped. Yeah, they had the incomplete pass on first down. See if we can get off the field here on defense.
Quarterback pressured.
Oh,
Gets out of the
geez.
pressure and is going to get just enough for a first down. So number 2, Donovan Davila, has definitely made us eat our words so far tonight.
Yeah, he's been elusive on both times we flushed him out of the pocket. One time he threw it for 5 yards in the first down, and that time he tucked it and ran from the 29 all the way out to the 35. So he picks up 6 in a first down and keeps the drive alive.
Number 20, Sean Burks, is in the game. Hands off to Lambert up the middle. Brought down by Lucas DeBoard, but not after a gain of about 6. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Again, hands off to Lambert over the left-hand side. Brought down by Arroyo. Second and 2 as the clock goes just under 1 minute in the first quarter with the score Cuero 7, Uvalde 0. Four receivers to the right, one to the left. Quarterback drops back, throws out to the right. Good defensive play there by Xavier Durham to cover up number 11, Christian Rivera, for a short gain, but it is just enough for a Coyote first down.
He needed 2 and he got 3.
First and 10, Uvalde at their own 46-yard line.
That's hard to defend, a 3-yard. You know what I'm saying, when they put quads to one side, 4 receivers, and one guy breaks off a 2-yard, a 2-yard route. They're going to let the quarter
they're going to let
out.
this thing run down. So, folks, at the end of the first quarter, score is Cuero 7, Uvalde 0. Uvalde's on the move, though. Bobcat of Victoria is your one-stop shop for Bobcat equipment sales, rentals, parts, and service. Conveniently located on US 59 in Victoria, their experienced team can help find the right machine for your needs. They have a wide selection of compact track loaders, skid steer loaders, compact excavators, and attachments. They offer daily and monthly rentals on Bobcat equipment. Contact them at 361-579-0922. Bobcat of Victoria is our game sponsor for tonight. Ray, anything jump out at you?
No, just, we had the long drive, got the pick. So, but we've had, Cuero's had about 160 yards of total offense to 55 for Uvalde in the first quarter. But, by the time this drive ends, if we don't get them off the field, that'll be somewhat, you know what I'm saying, evened out. But we were real balanced in the first quarter. Cuero had 68 yards passing and about, 14, 16, 2, 25, about 60 yards rushing. So about 120 yards of total offense for Cuero to about 55 for Uvalde.
1st and 10 at the Uvalde 46. Donovan Davila in a shotgun. Drops back.
Screen.
Throws a screen to number 11. Makes one man miss in Gobbler territory. Got some blockers. Brought down by Justice Belvin, but not before a.
Let's see, from the 46 all the way down to the. So that's 27 and 4, 31-yard pickup.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Davila and Lambert in the backfield. Hands off to Lambert. Nope, he keeps it himself. He's going to go around right end and then slide down short of the first down marker. Had the whole Gobbler defense fooled. Keeps it himself around the right side. Takes it down to the 16-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 3. Same formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. This time he hands off to Lambert over the left-hand side.
Pretty good defense there.
Gets to the 15. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Did you check their kicker out, Ray, before the game?
They tried one from, it looked like, I'm going to guess, I didn't look at the exact, the last thing, he hit the crossbar from what would have been maybe about a 35 to 37-yard attempt. I mean, kick looked good. It just.
Hands off to number 21 around the right-hand side. He's not going to get it. Jacob Alvarado. Good defensive there by Jones.
That's one of those.
Along with the board.
If Alvarado, number 20, Alvarado, if he'd have just cut the ball up, he'd have been better off at his size, being the fullback trying to bounce it, but he ends up losing a yard. So it's now 4th and 3.
All right, Uvalde offense stays on the field. 2 receivers split to either side. Trying to draw us off sides.
Good job by the defense.
And Uvalde calls a timeout.
Timeout called by Uvalde.
Stop by Lance Tire for all your vehicle maintenance, repair, or tire needs. They offer credit programs for a wide array of services. They're located at 1003 West Heaton in Cuero, Texas, 361-275-2387. Stop by there and visit Clayton Lance for all your tire needs. Clayton and Clifford Lance.
While we have a timeout here, I don't have a whole lot of names, but we've talked about this with Coach Alvarez in the COVID era. The trainers for Cuero, I mean, they work as hard. They're up here longer than the players are. When you think about it, every day for practice, every day for, games and everything else.
They got to come before everybody and stay
late, and and they do a great job of taking care of. We'll have to get. I know I have one or two, but I don't want to call out one or two. But I'm going to try to get a list of names from Coach Alvarez so we can give those young ladies some credit for all they do, because they do put in a lot of work.
Yeah, you're right. We need to get with Gary Hobbs, the new trainer this year.
Yeah.
Get him to give us a list. All right, 4th and 3. Quarterback drops straight back. Got a man out there in the flat, and he gets it to him, number 21, Alvarado. He gets down to the 7-yard line. So flips it out to his emergency outlet, who gets the first down. 1st and goal for the Coyotes.
Both of these ball clubs throw to the backs a lot, and a lot of high school teams don't do that, because most high school.
Quarterback is under pressure, and he's wrapped up by. Oh, he hands it off. No, they're going to call it.
They're going to say he was down.
Alvarado, DeBoard and Zyler Jones had him in the grasp. He tried to hand it off to Alvarado, but they blew the whistle.
I was going to say, Zyler Jones, number 32, he did a good job coming under control. If you come full speed and go right at him and he steps and you miss him, then he's out, to the Uvalde side of the field. But he kind of broke down and made him do something with the ball.
Loss of 6, so it's going to bring 2nd and goal from the 16.
Actually, loss of 9.
Loss of 9, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Davila pressured in the grasp of Deruin, and Deruin brings him down. Loss on the play again.
That's a loss of 10.
3rd and goal from the 26-yard line.
I think if offensively you got 2 options here. You either just chunk it up in the end zone and hope somebody makes a play, or they'll do a screen. They'll think we'll be coming.
2 receivers split to either side.
Yeah, we called timeout. We had 12 men on the field. Good job there to catch that. Looked like Malandrakis figured that. No, it may have been Nataro.
Want to give a thank you to Bo Daniel and Tiffany Blanton for bidding and winning the game-worn helmets via Facebook auction. The Booster Club appreciates their donation. Gobbler Booster Club took some retired helmets and auctioned them off, and Bo Daniel and Tiffany Blanton each won a helmet in their auction, in their bid, I mean. Folks, we'll mention it at the end of the game, but we just want to give you a reminder. Next week, the Cuero Gobblers are off, so we will be off too. And while we're talking,
is it paid vacation for you?
Yes.
It's not for me. It is for you. I mean, I gotta have to talk to my agent.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 26. Quarterback shotgun. Pressured, throws downfield in the corner of the end zone.
Ooh.
In and out of the hands of Christian Rivera. Good coverage there by Durham and Mathis.
That was almost a touchdown, Clay, on 3rd and 26.
Okay.
He going to try a field goal now.
I think you're right.
Left-footed kicker.
Number 31, Martin Malik.
That'll be a 43-yard field goal.
Going to try a 43-yard field goal with 7:16 left to go in the half. The kick is up.
No good.
Short, no good. So the Gobbler defense holds. Ball goes over. Gobbler offense comes on the field. While we have a moment, I want to thank, and I know Ray, you can chime in here. I want to thank Oscar Ray, who is our technical support, technical advisor. He's the guy that sets all this up, works for Cuero ISD, and he's the main one that's helping bring this broadcast to you people out there. And so I want to thank Oscar Ray for all he's done. Also, Oscar's big in the live streaming of all the other sports, volleyball, and then, you know, when we get into some other sports. So, Oscar, thank you for what you do for Cuero ISD on this deal.
Yeah, I would certainly concur. It makes our job easy. We get to just show up and sit here and watch a game and talk about it and write some numbers
And then when the
down.
game's over, we get to leave, and Oscar packs it all up.
Oscar has to pack it all up. But thank you, Oscar.
All right, here we go.
They had the ball 8 minutes and 21 seconds.
Okay. Not sure what happened here, folks. Were we offsides, Ray? Anyway, Uvalde gets the ball back, overthrows his intended receiver.
I guess we had to have been offside. The ball moved the ball moved. I didn't see him signal it.
I never saw a flag or anything. We just saw
the ball went
kick.
from the ball went from the 26 to the 21.
We need to be paying better attention up here, Ray.
Yeah, we were thanking Oscar, but
Yeah, we were.
That's more important.
All right, so now the ball goes over on downs. Kind of an odd choice there. You know, they get 5 extra yards and they elect to go for it rather than try to kick it again. Single receiver split out to the right. Rosette hands off to Breck Ellaby over the right-hand side. Tries to get around the corner, dropped at about the 27-yard line.
Carry for the Gobblers. Tackled by Eli Barbosa. And Frank Salazar.
Brings up 2nd and 4. Ellaby and Rosette in the backfield. Durham goes in motion. Fake to Durham. Rosette keeps it himself and going to get nothing.
Jerry Rosette on the carry for the Gobblers.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tackled by Diego Gonzalez. And Joseph Munoz on the play. 3rd and 5 for the Gobblers.
2 receivers split to the left. Williams lined up behind Rosette. Pitches to Williams over the right-hand side. He cuts it up. Got a first down and more out past the 40. Fighting to the 45-yard line. Good run there by Tyson Williams to get the Gobbler first down. Tyson is a sophomore, folks. Going to be a good one.
Yeah, from the 27 all the way out to the 45, picks up 18.
Had a really good year last year as a freshman. He came in and helped this offense and continuing to contribute this year. Williams and Hardwick in the backfield. Rosette hands off to Hardwick, straight up the middle. Big hole inside Coyote territory. Gain of 8 by Hardwick.
47-yard line. Tackle by 8. Tanner Bowman.
Rosette hands off to Tyson Williams out of a big hole. He steps out of bounds at the.
That was a good job by the official. He did.
Steps out of bounds.
It was
at 27.
Close, he did go out of bounds, I believe. That's a
huge hole there created by the right side of the Gobbler offensive line.
It's a pickup of 20.
Jake Plunkett and Jonas DeLeon on that right-hand side. Rosette pitches it to Tyson Williams over the left-hand side. He gets a yard.
Tyson Williams was there, tackled by several Coyotes.
Tyson's up to 55 yards on 7 carries at this point so far in the game.
Pretty good average.
Yep.
Clock just goes under 4 minutes left in the half. 2 receivers split to the right. Rosette rolls to his right. Throws into the end zone. Got a man. Brack Ellaby, touchdown, Gobblers. Good pass and catch there by Rosette and Ellaby. That touchdown brought to you by Brian Gomez, State Farm Insurance.
26 yards. Nice looking play, Clay.
Very nice looking play.
He had the guy open in the flat too, and he was like, he looked. He was, you know, to me, tells me he's reading. I mean, he could have thrown it and made a 5-yard gain, but he wanted to see what happened to the guy deep first. Missed it.
Yep.
Wide left.
All right, so with 3:38 left to go in the half, that brings the score to Cuero 13, Uvalde 0. Engine service, truck and trailer repair, 24-hour road service. They're located at 985 U.S. Highway 87 South here in Cuero. Their phone number is 275-9195. If you need your truck or big trailer repaired, contact Engine Service. Stop by Engine Service and let Edward and his staff take care of you. Engine Service is one of our halftime sponsors, and we appreciate their donation to the Booster Club. So nice drive there by the Gobblers, a drive of?
Let's see, covered 79 yards.
79-yard drive.
7 plays. Used up 3 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock. Cuero's had a 6-minute and 48-minute possession that they scored on. Uvalde kept the ball 8 minutes and 27 seconds and did not score in that last possession. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when you start on your own 10-yard line in high school football, it's hard to go 90 yards.
Yep. Deep for the Coyotes is number 10, Zachary Lambert.
Ooh, good bounce. Bounce funny again.
Taken by Ortiz. Christian Rivera up the middle, and he's dropped by Stephen Magura.
Christian Rivera with the kickoff return for the Coyotes, tackled by 40. Lucas the goal.
Coyotes will start on their 34-yard line. Three receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Throws out in the right flat. Caught by number 1, Estevan Ortiz. Gain of 6. Flags on the play.
That'll help it. Take 2nd and 4 and make it 2nd and 9.
Ball start on the offense.
It's the first penalty on Uvalde tonight.
Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback fakes to the right.
Oh, God, that guy's holding.
Throws downfield, caught. Inside Gobbler territory, brought down by number 16, Donovan Jones, but not before Tanner Bowman makes the catch and gets a big gain for a Coyote first down into Gobbler territory. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Pickup of 20.
No huddle. The Uvalde Coyotes go. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Rolls to his right. In and out of the hands of number 1, Ortiz.
I can hear Spencer.
Spencer's talking about
the
holding.
holding. I think it was holding too, but.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hands off to Lambert.
Oh,
He's
good
cut
job.
down. Cut down by DeBoard for a loss on the play. A 5-yard loss.
I guess every series is a big series, but Uvalde will get the ball to start the second half, so you certainly would like to not let them score. You follow what I'm saying? And then come back out and get the ball to start the second half and be able to.
The clock is running. Not sure what.
He's going to call timeout, but he doesn't want to leave us with any time, I guess, Clay. But he's going to use up all of his time if they make a first down, because that's their second timeout. Uvalde will have 1 timeout left.
So with 1:31 left to go in the half, Uvalde calls a timeout. Grace Memorial Chapel is a Cuero Gobbler Booster Club Gold sponsor. For your funeral needs, contact former Cuero Gobbler Marcellus Wesley at Grace Memorial Chapel. They will provide a personal touch in celebrating the life of a loved one. They maintain the highest level of professional standards and quality care. Grace Memorial is the offensive player of the game sponsor. As soon as this halftime ends, we'll go down to the field, and Mike Cantu will get a word with Coach Alvarez. Coyotes face a 3rd and 15 with 1.5 minutes left to go in the half.
We'll have to give Mike a hard time. He's not as good looking as the ladies on TV who interview the coach at halftime.
No. So what are you saying? We need to get Aaron Andrews or somebody here?
Trying to think of who I could think of. Started out with, she passed away recently, the lady on CBS, Phyllis George, that was Miss America or Miss Kentucky, and then I think Miss America. But don't let him step up. Get in, attaboy. Oh, ball's on the field.
Cuero recovers it. A.J. Arroyo gets the quarterback in the grasp, knocks the ball out of his hand, and number 20, Sean Burks, recovers it. So Gobblers force a huge turnover right before half, now looking to try to put some points on the board, add to their lead.
We have 2 timeouts if you're at home wondering. See what we can do to get 44 yards with 1:24 and 2 timeouts. It'd be great just to get back in field goal position and get your missed extra point back.
Durham and Johnson split out to the right. Rosette rolls to his right, throws, caught by Johnson. Goes down just shy of the 40. Cuero comes to the line quickly. Rosette.
We moved.
Yep, flags on the play.
Was that Durham on the last one, or was it Johnson?
Johnson,
thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the 4-yard gain looks like may be negated if they call it on the Gobblers. And that's what it is. So 2nd and 11 with 1 minute to go in the half. Durham and Johnson split to the left. Rosette drops straight back, tucks it, tries to run and gets nowhere. They're going to give him the original line of scrimmage.
That might be the first time to me in last week and this week that Jerry looked a little rushed to himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Looked like he decided to run a little quicker than he had been. I'm not sure what he saw. I'm not saying he saw something wrong. I don't know, but it just – he's generally been one who's tried to buy a little time.
Cuero calls a timeout with 49 seconds left to go in the half. Just a reminder, at halftime, we'll be showing you the Uvalde band, some of the Cuero band, then we'll come back and talk about stats and also talk about the week in review, what's going on with Gobbler Athletics, what Sub-varsity did last night, or Thursday night. So stay tuned during halftime.
Cuero still has 1 timeout left. See if you can pick up 11 yards here and keep this going.
All right, 2 receivers split to the left, Johnson and Durham. Hardwick to the right. The handoff is to Tyson Williams, and he gets about 3 as Cuero calls her final timeout. Energy Waste is also a longtime gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers Athletic Booster Club. They are a full-service rental company with modern equipment and exceptional employees that believe in providing exceptional service to their customers. In business since 1986, they are committed to excellent customer service. Contact Energy Waste at 361-275-2220.
It's kind of interesting, Clay, just again theorizing here. You know, that's that play that we had popped for 18 yards and 20 yards. He kind of gets a seam and you get Tyson, you know what I'm saying, out into some open space. But you run the ball on 3rd down, and now you got a 4th and 8 with 40 seconds left. If you don't convert here, you're giving them the ball at midfield with 35-something seconds left. And they still have 1 timeout. 4th down and 8 for the Gobblers.
Rosette in a shotgun. He rolls to his left.
Like he's got time.
Throws out in the left flat. Caught.
So he didn't make a 1st down.
By Xavier Durham, but I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yep.
At the 37-yard line.
He needed 8 and he got 7.
So the ball will go over on downs with 32 seconds left to go.
Ball was over on downs. 1st and 10 Uvalde.
All right. 3 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback rolls to his left. Pressured, throws across the middle.
Ooh.
Almost picked off again by
Malandrakis almost got 2nd one of the night.
And he'd have gone. He
might have gone. Yeah, I think he would have.
Nobody was in front of him.
I'm surprised Jack talked about, number 8, their receiver, the tall kid. They've only thrown the ball to him once. Looks like he's 6'3" or 6'4".
Quarterback keeper throws it out of bounds. Not sure if that was a busted play or what.
Good pressure by Bo Fournette and
The board.
The board. Brings up 3rd and 10. They're going to have a hard time getting this play off if they don't hurry. They're already to 12 seconds, and they're still walking to the huddle.
Yep, and they don't have any timeouts left. 2 receivers split to either side. Gets the play off, hands off to Lambert up the middle.
Yeah, that's like.
Gets to about the 40, but not before Raiden Rivera and DeBoer bring him down, and that's going to be.
Oh, the clock stopped. Oh, here they turned it back on. Nobody called timeout. We're going to head down to the field to Mike Cantu. He looks like he's trying to get in position to catch Coach Jack Alvarez.
Hey, Coach, with Gobblers Radio. First half, Cuero Gobblers 13, Uvalde 0. What are your thoughts on your offense?
We played pretty good overall. We had a couple protection issues here and there, but the one turnover, if not, we've scored every time we got the ball except that last time. They've kept the ball away from us a little bit, but they still got a goose egg on the board. We just got to come back out second half and play.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Halftime is sponsored by Engine Service and Energy Waste. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Mike. So we are at halftime with the Cuero Gobblers leading 13-0. We'll take a break, let you enjoy the halftime festivities, and we'll come back in a little bit.
Good evening. Taking the field at this time are the Uvalde High Steppers under the instruction of Billy Davis. Tonight, the High Steppers will be performing to Let's Get Loud by Jennifer Lopez. Officers are Captain Tiara Esparza, Co-Colonels Lisa Luna and Angelica Rodriguez, Colonel Hannah Bermea. High Steppers of the Week are Mia Aguilera and Lauren Coronado. The High Steppers would like to thank the support of the Booster Club and hope you enjoy the performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, now into the field, you found the Kyle Marching Band. Bands under the field direction of drum major Marcel Robles. Tonight, the Kyle Band will perform selections from the UIL Field Show entitled Into the Woods.
Thank you. You're very kind. We will. Remember, watch it.
First Lieutenant and All-American dancer, Nevaeh Hopkins. Second Lieutenant and 2-year All-American dancer, Senior Valerie Goodell. Second Lieutenant and Sophomore, Gabby Sanchez. Social officers are Sarah Scott and All-American dancer, Lizzie Ortiz and Dakota Bastian. All-American dancer, Haley Hill and Allie Davis. Drivers are under the direction of Miss Naomi Cuddy. Driver of the week is Soraya Sanchez. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, folks, we're back here at halftime. Ray, what do you have on first half numbers?
Well, nice performance by the Gobblers. Again, kind of, I think that, Clay, I would think they picked up in my mind where they left off last week. I mean, I didn't see much of a drop-off or anything, but statistically, first downs, 10 for Cuero, 7 for Uvalde. Rushing, Cuero, 18 carries for 106 yards. Uvalde, a great defense by the Gobblers, 14 carries for 29 yards. One thing it's not misleading, but in high school and college ball, a sack of the quarterback comes off your rushing yards. But, you know, Uvalde had the long drive, and we had the 9-yard sack and the 10-yard sack. You feel what I'm saying, on back-to-back plays. It undid that drive. Passing, Cuero 105 yards, Uvalde 70. But I think the difference here is Cuero's 9 of 12 with no interceptions. So 75% completion for Mr. Rosette, and Uvalde was 6 of 13 with 1 interception. Neither team punted. Both teams lost 1 fumble, fumbled once and lost 1. Penalties, Cuero 5 for 35, Uvalde 1 for 5. Cuero 1 of 2 on extra points. I know Coach Alvarez one new stat he wanted me to keep this year was average yards on first down. Both teams almost identical. Cuero averaging 6.25 yards per first down snap, and Uvalde averaging 6.6. But Cuero's 2 of 5 on third down and 2 of 3 on fourth down. Uvalde 2 of 6 on third down and only 1 of 2 on fourth down. Time of possession virtually equal, 12 minutes and 25 seconds for Cuero, 11:35 for Uvalde. But to kind of put it back a little bit into perspective, Clay, on the drives, Uvalde kicked off to Cuero to start the game, and Cuero puts together a 16-play drive that consumed 6 minutes and 48 seconds off of the clock. Then Cuero gets the quick turnover on the interception by Malandrakis, and then basically we're at the 10-yard line when Hardwick gets tackled from behind and fumbles, and they get the ball back. And then starting at their own 10, Uvalde puts together an 8-minute and 27-second possession that incorporated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plays. And got no points out of it. That was where we had the back-to-back sacks for 9-yard loss and 10-yard loss. And then Cuero answers that and puts together a much shorter 79-yard drive that only took 7 plays. Concluded with the 26-yard pass to Breck Ellaby from Jerry Rosette, and the Gobblers are up 13-0 at halftime. Individually for the Gobblers, Rosette 9 of 12, no interceptions, 105 yards and a touchdown. Great job spreading the ball around receiving-wise, Clay. Xavier Durham, 4 catches for 37. Aurora, 1 to the tight end for 7. LeBron Johnson, 2 for 14. Jackson Hardwick out of the backfield for 21. And Breck Ellaby out of the backfield. Or he may have been lined up at wide receiver. Not on the touchdown. I don't remember where he came from.
I think he was wide receiver.
Wide receiver, okay. One for 26 for Breck Ellaby in the touchdown. And in the rushing department, leading rusher at halftime for the Gobblers, Tyson Williams, 8 carries for 58 yards. Jerry Rosette, 4 for 24. Ellaby, 3 for 15. And Jackson Hardwick, 3 for 9. None bigger than the 2-yard conversion on fourth down, though, for Jackson Hardwick. Doesn't look like much in the numbers, but it was a big play, 4th and 2 from the 3-yard line. But in any event,
tell us what went on Thursday night, Ray.
Thursday night, the junior high did not play this week, even though next week is our bye week. They will play. The junior high teams will play next week on October the 1st against Lavernia. In the sub-varsity level at the high school, the freshman team, I don't know, they didn't play here because I drove by, so they went down to Victoria West and played in Victoria and put it on Victoria West 53-0. And the JV, interestingly enough, avenged their defeat the week earlier to Navarro. They went to Navarro and played Navarro, and this week they shut out Navarro 26-0. So 2 good jobs by the JV and the freshmen last week. Clay, why don't you do volleyball for us?
Well, go to cross country, and I have something for cross country.
Oh, okay.
From Coach Alvarez.
Well, good.
He said last week Brooke Wendell got the silver medal in Shiner this last Saturday. All athletes had personal best times, and then they're running today in Austin at McNeil.
That's correct.
So
Round Rock McNeil. So that'll be, and then the junior high, is not running this week. So now volleyball.
All right. So this past week, the Lady Gobblers started out with their first district game on Tuesday. They beat Pleasanton in 4 games, so they went to 1-0 in district. Then lost a tough match last night over in Gonzales in four sets to go 1-1 in district. So One thing I need to mention, folks, the Cuero ISD has opened up another YouTube page. You go to YouTube and then search Cuero ISD and the number 2, and you'll be able to watch the Lady Gobblers on the volleyball court on a night when I think the volleyball is always going to be on the 2 channel. So when you want to watch Cuero Lady Gobbler volleyball, go to YouTube and then search in the YouTube page Cuero ISD 2, and you'll be able to. And Oscar will post that on the school website as well. So something we failed to mention up until now, but you do have the opportunity to watch Cuero Lady Gobbler volleyball. And when basketball rolls around, I think you'll be able to watch basketball as well. So pretty good deal going on this year. UIL is allowing schools to live stream events because of the COVID-19. So that's also why we're able to bring these games to you via live stream. So
next week, the Lady Gobblers in volleyball, let's see, y'all play Davenport. Is that it here or away?
That's here.
Here, okay.
That's a non-district game against Canyon Lake Davenport.
And then you get Lavernia next Friday night? Here.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
And that'll be the 2 games for the Lady Gobblers in volleyball. And on the football front, as we said, next week the high school teams will have their bye. So no freshmen, no JV, no varsity game next week. But the junior high teams will be here at Gobbler Stadium beginning at 4:30 on October the 1st.
Thank you, Ray. Both teams are out on the field to start this second half. Uvalde will get the ball. All right, Bo Fournette's going to be the Gobbler kicker. Line drive kick, fielded by Estevan Ortiz at about the 5-yard line. He goes straight upfield, then he cuts it back, gets out to about the 20.
That's a good kick by
good kick.
Bo Fournette all the way, took the return man all the way back to the 3-yard line.
Sean Burks makes the tackle.
Again, good job by the special teams to make Uvalde start at their own 20-yard line.
Quick snap. Everybody wasn't ready. Flags fly.
Quick flag, too. If you're a coach, that's got to drive you crazy. You talk about what you want to do on your first possession. You know, you're 13-0 down. You get the ball first, and you come out and you get a 5-yard penalty on first down, and probably changes what you had in mind to do.
All right, Coyotes come to the line of scrimmage. Single receiver split out to the left, slot receiver to the right. Handoff, snap to the running back. Flags fly again. Handoff is to number 10, Zach Lambert.
They didn't stop the play, but did you think we were offsides?
I couldn't tell.
Illegal motion on the
Illegal shift
on the Coyotes, yes. I guess that's why they didn't stop it. Illegal shift will not stop it. That can be because you could have a turnover and the defense could decline that and keep the ball, but Clay again, I'll say the same thing I said after first down and they got the 5-yard. You're the coach and you come out at halftime.
Now you're really mad.
You get 2 5-yard penalties. Brings up first and 20.
2 receivers split to the left. Quarterback drops back, pumps, is flushed, looks to still throw, throws it out in the left flat to nobody. Intended receiver was number 42, Diego Gonzalez, but he sails it over his head.
Oh, they're going to call intentional grounding.
Oh, man.
I would not. I know that's going to benefit Cuero. I would not agree with that call. He had a receiver out there in the flat. He just threw it over his head.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's a loss of down.
Wow.
So the penalty will go back to where he was when he threw the ball. So it'll be about a 3-yard penalty. They're going to put the ball at maybe a 2-yard penalty. Ball at the 8. There's the ball at the 7. It's at the 7. So a 3-yard penalty on Uvalde. And so now that is loss of down, though. So now it's 2nd and 23 from their own 7. So this is where I think, Clay, as defensive players, you hope your kids think down and distance. You know, I don't know, maybe I always was trying to think, what are they going to do, you know.
Ray, talk to me about this. Has the rule changed this year as far as, you know, teams can't go?
Yes.
Okay.
They've spread it out. You can yes.
Because Uvalde is way down there, you know, inside the 10.
They even got another flag.
So they've expanded that area.
I believe they have because they wanted they wanted the kids on the sideline not to stand. Cuero's abiding by the box from about the 25 to the 25, but I do believe you can go further this year. Now we got a penalty on us. So the ball is going to come from the 7. Out to the 12.
All right, so 2nd and 17 for the Coyotes. Quarterback hands off to Lambert over the left-hand side. He gets around the corner, got a block, got the first down, and more pushed out of bounds by J.D. Nataro, but not after a big run there by Zach Lambert to get a Coyote first down.
Pickup of 28.
Takes the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a weird start to the second half. 4 consecutive penalties and then a 28-yard run for a first down.
Hand off to
number 21.
Alvarado over the around the right-hand side, brought down by Malandrakis and Jones, Donovan Jones. Gain of 8.
We're sending that outside, I guess you'd call him a linebacker, like drawing a blank on 38's name for us, Clay, at the moment.
32?
32, yeah.
Zyler Jones.
Zyler, yeah. I mean, he's really coming hard upfield, and they're running underneath him.
Handoff straight up the middle to Alvarado, taken down by DeRuin. Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 1.
But But you would think if it's some kind of stunt where he's coming that hard from the outside linebacker position, that somebody's got to be filling, you feel what I'm saying, from the inside if he's going to come that far up the field. Oh, they moved.
They jumped, flags on the play. So 3rd and 1 will now go to 3rd and 6 following that.
And the coach's blood pressure is now in the danger zone.
Brian Gomez, State Farm Insurance. Holler at Brian Gomez for your insurance needs. His number is 361-275-9193. He is our game and touchdown sponsor, and we always appreciate his donation to the Booster Club. Mike Cantu mentioned this when he was down on the field, but our halftime sponsor was Engine Service and Energy Waste, and our game sponsor tonight is Bobcat of Victoria. Kickoff sponsor is RNC Insurance. 3rd and 6. Quarterback keeps it himself around the right-hand side.
Good
brought
job
down by
Malin
Malandrakis.
And he filled the hole in a hurry, didn't he, Clay?
Yep.
Nice job by Kalen.
That brings it going to be 4th and 5.
I mean, it looked like there was something going there, and I mean the hole went from being there to not being there. Another good thing is he made the tackle right when he got in the hole.
And it looks like the offense is staying out on the field.
They're going to end up having to call a timeout. They're hurrying.
Play clock is at 7.
Now you're going to call timeout.
Cuero Education Foundation is also a proud sponsor of the Cuero Athletic Booster Club. Want to make a difference in a child's life? Donate today to the Cuero ISD Education Foundation. Learn more at www.cueroedfoundation.org.
It's kind of a pretty big gamble, I would think, for Uvalde at this point. I don't know, down 13-0 with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's your own 45-yard line on 4th and 5.
I think they may be thinking, hey, we drove 3 hours. We're not going to be conservative.
Yeah, that must be something with the drive, because most people would punt here, because if you don't make it, you greatly enhance Cuero's chances of getting more points.
All right. So single receivers split to either side. Slot back, running back, quarterback. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes, rolls to his left.
Good job.
Throws downfield, incomplete.
That was good job by who was that was
good coverage by Xavier Durham.
A.J. Aurora got good pressure on the quarterback too.
Ball goes over on downs.
Zyler Jones did a good job too. He didn't come too far inside. He made him go deep to get around. But good job there by the defense.
All right, Cuero starts out at the Uvalde 45-yard line. Hardwick and Williams lined up behind Rosette. They jump.
Free play. Throw it up. Go get it. Oop.
Overthrows Xavier Durham.
That's good, smart thinking by Jerry Rosette there to do that. Take a shot. Take a shot.
All right, so Cuero's going to face a 1st and 5. Single receiver split to either side. Williams and Hardwick. Ball's on the ground. Ball's not on the ground. It went through Rosette's hand and into Tyson Williams' hands. And he tries to go around right end and going to be dropped for a 1-yard loss. So that was a close call there. 2nd and 6. Rosette tries to draw him off sides. Now he looks to the sidelines for the play. Handoff to Williams over the left-hand side. He's dropped after a short gain. Gain of about two. 3rd and 4.
Boy, they put those 2 defensive backs on an island out there. There's nobody out there.
Pitches it to Williams around the right end,
down.
and he's going to get it. Ray, you remember, yesterday we were watching film with Coach Alvarez in the office, and one of their big linebackers, number 52, he was showing us, he was one of the ones that was always coming on third down. He's not out there. Wasn't out there in the first half either, so I don't know.
Yep.
2 receivers split to the left. Williams lined up behind Rosette. Rosette rolls to his left. Pressured, going to be dropped. Good defensive play there. Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16. That hurts Rosette's average.
Yep. Time to throw it to the back out of the backfield again, Clay. They've been wide open all night.
Hardwick is the back lined up behind Rosette. Throws in the left flat. Deverick Mathis in and out of his hands.
Yeah, that's one of those. I'm going to run with it. Oh, I forgot to catch it before I run with it. Yep. Right, hit him right in the hands.
Play clock is at 2. They don't get it off.
Coach Alvarez was trying to call timeout. He was just too far away from the official for the official to see him. I don't know. Some other official may have seen Coach Alvarez. They may give it the timeout to Cuero. I don't know.
Yep, they're waving it off. Cuero Record is a longtime sponsor of the Cuero Athletic Booster Club. Pick up their weekly paper at local businesses.
That's unusual. You usually don't see a line judge throw the flag for delay a game.
Right.
Yeah,
you're
it's
exactly
the
right.
line guy. Yeah, usually it's the back judge who's behind everybody looking at the clock in the other end zone, but I guess he could see it out of the corner of his eyes. Well, I would say that the first 6 minutes and 22 seconds of the third quarter has been pretty much totally disjointed.
You're correct.
We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 5 5-yard penalties, 1 3-yard penalty, and both teams have had to call timeout in order to avoid a delay of game. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't taken. I know we scored on a 26-yard pass, but I think we can get deep on these guys.
Single receiver split to the left. LeBron Johnson. Rosette drops back, throws down the middle of the field. Intended receiver is LeBron Johnson knocked away, incomplete. So the punt team comes on. Good coverage there by the Coyote defense.
Assuming we can handle the snap and get the kickoff, this will be the first punt of the game tonight by either team. Well, that was a break for us.
Boy, I know.
We didn't have enough people on the field, but the clock was not set properly, and the ref stopped the clock to get the clock right.
So we basically have all the time in the world on this fourth down play. Movement in the backfield. I think they're going to call this on Lucas DeBoard, the up back.
Make it 4th and 21.
You're right, Ray. So far, this third quarter has been a weird third quarter. A lot of.
I don't know if it's
nothing.
Playing on Saturday night or what, but good snap.
Good snap. Good kick.
Punt. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it keep bouncing.
Rolls down to about the 6-yard line. So the Coyotes will take over there. Standard Printing is a trusted sponsor for your office or teaching supply needs. Go see Jerry at Standard Printing. They offer a wide variety of services such as signs, engraving, custom digital work, business cards, and much more.
That was a nice 39-yard punt with no return.
Wow, another flag. Running back moved early.
That'll be another one of those 3.5-yard penalties. They'll go from the 7 to the 3.5. No, he marked off the whole 5. Thought it'd be half the distance to the goal.
Quarterback in a shotgun takes the snap, throws to the left flat, caught, driven out of bounds by Nataro. Receiver was number 11, Christian Rivera.
Picked up 14 on a 1st and 15.
Three receivers split to the right, one to the left. Quarterback rolls to his right, throws, caught. Ortiz. Driven down by Nataro.
So from the 16 out, picked up 10.
Quarterback breaks the pocket and throws into the Gobbler sidelines.
2nd and 10.
Quarterback.
Screen.
Screen
Oh,
across
good
the
job.
middle.
Who's that made the tackle there? Good defensive read there by
J.D. Nataro.
J.D. Nataro. That's a good job by your safety.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Four receivers split to the right, one to the left. Quarterback drops back. He's pressured.
Screen.
Another screen across the middle.
He
dropped
it. Yep. I don't think he'd have made a first down even
No.
if he'd have caught it.
The ruin was right there.
We had it covered pretty well. Yep. First punt now. Cuero had their first punt. Now Uvalde, unless something dramatic happens.
Breck Ellaby will be the deep gobbler to field this punt.
They could be like the Dallas Cowboys last Sunday and fake punts twice from their own end of the field and not convert either one of them. One on a pass and one on a run. They are in that kind of strange punt formation we saw on film, Clay.
Gets it off. Takes a Coyote roll. Down inside the 35 to about the 33. That's where Cuero will start this drive. Corbo Custom Pools will help their clients to reimagine their backyards and collaborate to create a space that they will enjoy for years to come. They use exclusive designs, state-of-the-art materials, and hands-on craftsmanship for your in-ground pool and outdoor living environment. Give them a call at 361-648-7640. Corbo Custom Pools is a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers All Sports Booster Club. Corbo Pools is also our defensive player of the game sponsor. 1st and 10, Cuero. Ball is going to be spotted at their 34-yard line. Rosette supposed to hand it off to Hardwick, I think.
Yeah.
And ended up keeping it himself for a gain of 1.
That's one of those as a quarterback. If you ever played the position, you're always told if you can't execute the handoff, just follow the back. You feel what I'm saying, into the hole. You don't want to try to stick it in when he's already by you.
Yeah.
Ref's got to go all the way from the north end to the south end.
All right, folks. So that's the end of the third quarter. We're Gobblers lead 13-0.
It does not look like we are going to attempt the field goal, Clay. I don't see Bo Fournette anywhere on the field. In fact, he's standing over here on the sideline. He's got the tee in his hand, but he is not out on the field in the huddle. So we're on the far hash.
And for the starting fourth quarter, we got the Gobblers 13, Coyotes 0. Gobblers have the ball at the 4-yard line.
All right. Offense comes out on the field to begin this fourth quarter, facing a 4th and 3 from the Uvalde 4-yard line. Hardwick lined up in a slot. Breck Ellaby lined up next to Rosette. Rosette hands off to Ellaby. He gets hit in the backfield, breaks one tackle around the corner, going to stretch it and get in, folks.
Wow.
That's what you get with Breck Ellaby.
Right.
They had him bottled up in the backfield for a loss. He breaks out of it and just stretches it to the pylon. Touchdown, Gobblers. That touchdown touchdown brought to you by Brian Gomez, State Farm Insurance.
We're going to go for 2 to try to get the point back here.
Rosette fakes.
Oh, there he is.
Throws in the
open.
corner of the end zone. Jackson
Yes.
Hardwick catches it. So nice execution there. Fake pitch to the right. Rosette spins and throws in the left flat to a wide open Jackson Hardwick for the 2-point conversion to make this thing 21-0.
66-yard drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays, 3 minutes and 34 seconds to put the Gobblers up 21.
The kickoff is fielded by number 11, Rivera, brought down by Austin Fry. Sean Burks.
Donovan Jones on the tackle.
And Donovan Jones.
I couldn't find it when I looked up.
All right, so 11:43 left to go in the game. Uvalde trailing 21-0. Gobbler defense looking to pitch a shutout. Delayed handoff to the running back up the middle. Christian Rivera gets out to about the 35, brought down by DeBoard and Malandrakis.
Charles Arone on the tackle. And Jeffrey Lehman on the carry for the Coyotes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, 2nd and 3 for the Coyotes. Lambert, their running back, goes off the field limping, so Davila looks to throw in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, defended by Deverick Mathis. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Deverick Mathis on the defensive play.
Third down.
2 receivers split to either side. Davila fakes the handoff, throws to the left flat. Driven down by J.D. Nataro for a loss on the play.
You know, Nataro, Clay, to me, I know he's a coach's son, but I mean, any kid, he knows what they're going to do. He's well prepared. You feel what I'm saying, mentally?
Yeah.
I think, because he's always in the right spot. He very seldom looks like he's out of position.
Deep for the Gobblers to field this punt is Breck Ellaby. The punter is Martin Malik, who's also their kicker. Good kick. Fielded by Ellaby at about the 26-yard line. Takes it straight upfield. Got some speed. Breaks some tackles. Gets into Coyote territory. Still on his feet. Flags on the play.
He is electric.
See what this call is.
18. So 42-yard punt. And he caught. Let's see where he go back and pick up the thing at the 20.
Block in the back against the Gobblers.
So 26.
So this thing will go back a little bit.
44-yard punt. When you have a return in high school and in college, it's almost always like it is in the pros. It seems like it's impossible in pro football to have a punt return without a penalty.
So this thing will go way back.
Let's see, they're going to put it at the the 44. So 10 from there. He would have gotten it to the Uvalde 46 from the 24. So 26 and 4. He gets 28 yards on the punt return. And then a 10-yard penalty on Cuero.
Rosette pitches it to Hardwick over the left-hand side. He fights for a couple of yards.
Jackson Hardwick with the carry for the Gobblers. Tackled by 42, Diego Gonzalez. Ball is at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 8.
Tyson Breck Ellaby now in the backfield behind Rosette. Ellaby gets the
he's wide
throws
open.
downfield.
Don't throw it too far.
Over the hands of LeBron Johnson.
But that's what you can do when you got 2 quarterbacks in the backfield. You feel what I'm saying? Or I guess you'd say Ellaby's now running back / wide receiver / quarterback, but he was your quarterback the first 3 games.
A wide open LeBron Johnson just over his head and out of his fingertips, out of the reach of his fingertips. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Another timeout for the Gobblers. They couldn't get lined up very well. Stop by Lance Tire for all your vehicle maintenance, repair, or tire needs. They offer credit programs for a wide array of services. They're located at 1003 West Heaton in Cuero, Texas. Their phone number is 361-275-2387. Partners Chevrolet is a longtime sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers Athletic Booster Club. They have recently become part of the Benny Boyd Group. Stop by Partners Chevrolet for your car or truck shopping needs and excellent parts and service department. Bobcat of Victoria is your one-stop shop for Bobcat equipment sales, rental, parts, and service. They're located on Highway 59 in Victoria. Their experienced team can help you find the right machine for your needs. They offer daily and monthly rentals on Bobcat equipment. Contact them at 361-579-0922. They are our game sponsor as well tonight. Thank you, Bobcat. Reverse to Xavier Durham around the left-hand side. Makes one man miss, gets the first down. Nope, they're going to stop. He stepped out of bounds.
Dadgummit. I like the play call. That was two gadget plays in that 3-play possession.
Knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 4th and 3 for the Gobblers.
All right, so we're going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 3 at the Uvalde 49-yard line. Gobblers are going to line up and go for it.
I think we're going to attempt to get him to jump off sides.
And burn another timeout?
Nope,
we ran it. Throws in the left flat, caught by Hardwick, cut down short of the marker though. All right, that was a good catch there by Hardwick.
It was a good catch, good throw too, just good defensive play. Number 21 for the Coyotes. Coyotes is Alvarado. Made a good open field tackle, just cut his legs out from under him. Yeah, I think it's short.
Yep.
Yeah, Cuero coaches told the refs don't measure.
Ball was over on downs.
You could see it. You could see the ref turn to Cuero and say, "You want me to measure?" And Coach Alvarez said, "No, it's their ball."
All right, so with 8:56 left to go in the game, Cuero leads 21-0. Ball goes over on downs. Three receivers split to the right, one to the left. Quarterback Davila fakes, rolls to his right, pressured by Jander, incomplete. DeBoard there to clean it up if need be, but ball falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
See what the defense does here.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rolls to his right.
Stay inside.
Throws downfield over the head of his intended receiver.
Incomplete pass for the Coyotes.
Seth Burks got a little too far inside and let him get outside on that. Yep, they're going to come talk about that.
Three receivers again split out to the right, 1 to the left.
3rd and 10.
Quarterback rolls to his right, going to keep it. Reverses field.
Good
brought
job
down by Lucas DeBoard.
Lucas DeBoard's been everywhere tonight. Play defensively. Good ball game by him. Good ball game by Malin Drakish. Your linebackers are playing well tonight.
4th and 9. Punt team will come out.
Well, defense did a good job there. A little aggressive on offense, and defense just came out and said, doesn't bother us. 3 plays, you can punt it back to us.
Brett Ellaby will be deep for the Gobblers. Almost blocked. Ellaby fields it, takes it straight up field. Still on his feet. Now he's brought down. Good tough running there by Ellaby on that punt return. Couldn't tell who the two Gobblers were that that had pressure. Could you tell that, Ray?
No, I think one of them was DeBoard, but I like the fact that he just catches the ball and goes straight up the field. I mean, he got 11 yards out of that punt return. He caught it at the 24. We're going to take over at the 35. It's a lot of hidden yardage by the end of the night on things like that.
Williams lined up next to Rosette, two receivers to the left. Pitch it to number 88. Davion Williams around the right end. He gets driven out of bounds at the 48.
Williams with the carry for the Gobblers.
Picked up 12 and a first down. We don't have many rushing stats by people number 88.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Hardwick gets the handoff over the right-hand side. Big hole inside.
The turf monster got him. He didn't have anybody to run into, Clay. It's like, yeah. That was a good job by the line. Well designed. There was a nice hole there.
Takes it down to the 33.
A 20-yard pickup.
33-yard line for the Gobblers.
Fumbled snap, hands it off to Tyson Williams. He gets positive yardage. Great great play there by Tyson to make something out of nothing.
Gainer Bowen on the tackle, along with
gain of 5.
Devin Franklin.
Six and a half minutes left to go in the game. Rosette drops straight back, throws it in the corner of the end zone. Ooh. Almost caught by LeBron Johnson. Rosette and Williams. Handoff is to Williams over the left-hand side. He stretches it and gets.
I think he's going to get a first down.
I think.
Down near the first down.
I don't know. It's close. They're calling it fourth.
Fourth down for the Gobblers.
Now we have an official timeout.
Referee's timeout.
Energy Waste is also a longtime gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers Athletic Booster Club. They are a full-service rental company with modern equipment and exceptional employees that believe in providing exceptional service to their customers. They've been in business since 1986, and they are committed to excellent customer service. Contact Energy Waste at 361-275-2220.
The linesmen, the two officials that stand on the line of scrimmage generally are the ones who spot the ball. And when it's that close, the umpire shouldn't put the ball down. He should throw the ball out to the linesman. You know, they walk in and put their foot down where they want to spot it, and then you measure, and then you move the ball back to the middle of the field. But I mean, it's short, but they've done that all night. If you watch in stuff that you see on TV, if it's like close to the first down, they will generally throw the ball out to the linesman and the ball gets put on the turf. The umpire's not walking around trying to find where the guy's foot is from 30 yards away. I think you just get under center here and sneak it, Clay. What do you say?
Probably be the safest bet.
But I said we don't get under center very often.
No,
here
he's
we
under
go.
center. God dog it. Tyson Williams jumped.
Flag against the Gobblers.
Not what you want
No,
on
that's
fourth and
not what you want.
10 inches.
So now it's going to be
4th and 5 and a foot. Statistically 4th and 6.
all right. The offense stays out on the field. Williams lined up behind Rosette. Play clock's at 5. And the Gobblers call another timeout.
Timeout called by the
Engine service, truck and trailer repair, 24-hour road service located at 985 U.S. Highway 87 South here in Cuero. 275-9195 is our number. Need your big truck or trailer repaired? Stop by Engine Service and let Edward and his staff take care of you. Engine Service is our halftime sponsor, and we appreciate their donation to the Booster Club. It looked like, Ray, that we were having a hard time getting lined up there.
Right. It's been interesting tonight. I mean, Tyson Williams, Jackson Hardwick, I mean, the running backs and Ellaby, I mean, they've been lined up all over the field at wide receiver and everything. And sometimes I think we have so many multiple positions, sometimes it could get confusing. Totally different formation here.
Williams lined up behind the Rosette. Quick throw out to the left flat. Caught by Xavier Durham, but it hit the ground. So ball will go over on downs. Not one of Rosette's better throws, folks.
Nope. Short hopped him. Nice scoop by Durham.
All right, so just under 5 minutes left to go in the game. Uvalde takes over at their 28-yard line. Two receivers split to either side. Quarterback drops straight back. Pressured. Dropped for a loss by Magura. Malandrakis.
We picked up a yard when they respotted the ball. The ball was on the 29. So he's going to lose 4.
Four receivers split to the right-hand side, one to the left. And they jump.
Flag on play. Ball start against.
All right, brings up 2nd and 19. Same formation. Now they go in motion. Quarterback fakes, throws a screen across the middle, incomplete.
Legally bad by the Coyotes.
That's one of those, the guy comes in motion with the big kind of banana and wants everybody to look to this side, and they're throwing the screen back to the middle.
Two receivers on either side. Quarterback hands off to the running back. He tries to bounce it. Taken down by Burks, DeBoard, DeRuin.
Tackle by Lucas DeBoard, Charles DeRone.
Time to punt again.
Fourth and forever as the punt team comes on. Ellaby's going to, barring any unforeseen penalties or anything, Ellaby could turn this thing into good field position for the Gobblers.
For sure, they're punting from their own 16.
Almost blocked by number 19.
Oh, he didn't catch it.
Bo Fournette takes a Coyote roll and down at the Cuero 42-yard line. So not bad field position.
See if we can't put a first down together here and run the clock out. 34. Need a 42-yard punt with no return.
Belvin and Williams lined up behind Rosette. Hand off to Belvin around the right-hand side. Trying to get the corner.
Oh, he's going to stop the clock. Dad, stay in bounds, dude.
Justin Belvin with the carry for the Gobblers.
2-yard gain. Belvin in the backfield now. Tyson Williams split out. Just get the play off. Pitch to Tyson Williams going around the left-hand side, and he gets a good gain.
That's actually another one of those little shovel passes. Counts as a pass. 12. So the ball went from the Cuero 44 all the way to the Uvalde 36. So pick up at 20 yards.
Rosette gets the handoff to Belvin. He tries to make something out of nothing. Gets driven out of bounds. Looked like a busted play at the mesh point.
And he's going to lose 3. Should be the last play of the game, Clay.
Rosette takes a handoff, hands off to Tyson Williams up the middle. He's got a big hole. Still on his feet.
Cut back.
Cut back. He's going to score, folks, on the last play of the game for the Gobblers. It's not the last play of the game, but it's darn close to it. Tyson Williams on a great run there. Thought he was down, but kept going. That touchdown brought to you by Brian Gomez State Farm Insurance.
39-yard run.
Bo Fournette lines up to kick this extra point. Good snap, good hold, and he drives it through. So with 13 seconds left to go in the game, the score is now 28-0 in favor of the Gobblers. Corbo Custom Pools will help their clients reimagine their backyards and collaborate to create a space that they will enjoy for years to come. They use exclusive designs, state-of-the-art materials, and hands-on craftsmanship for your in-ground pool and outdoor living environment. Give them a call at 361-648-7640. Corbo Custom Pools is a gold sponsor of the Gobblers, Cuero Gobbler All Sports Booster Club. They are also our defensive player of the game sponsor. Fournette set to kick this thing off. Squibs it up the middle of the field, fielded it by big number 70 at the 46-yard line. All right, Ray. We have to be thinking about the offensive and defensive player of the game. I wrote down my two choices of who I think, but what do you think?
I'll go defense first. I don't know. Just seemed like to me. Let's see what happens here on the last play. Oh,
quarterback scrambles.
Tyrone
still on his feet.
50's closing.
Throws it downfield. Incomplete.
2 seconds left. It's good pursuit. Well,
I tell you what, you pick the offense and I'll pick the defense since you got the offensive stats over there.
Okay.
I'm going to go defensive player of the game, Kalen Malandrakis.
Okay, I was going to say that's who I was going to pick. He had the interception and played a really good game.
Had the interception, and then he made that great play to come up and fill the hole and stop that quarterback or stop the back to get the first down.
Right. I agree with you.
And that's going to be the end of the ball game, folks.
10 for 2 yards. Okay. I know you're waiting on me to do the offensive guy. Let me do something here real quick. Let me do something. Oh, Clay, you make my life hard. Let's see. Well, Tyson Williams back-to-back games over 100 yards, so I'm going to go Tyson Williams.
Okay. All right.
Jerry Rosette had another great, solid game. I liked Ellaby tonight. Statistically, he's not going to have a lot, but just what we saw.
That's who I had as my pick,
really? Okay,
because he had the 2 touchdowns.
Two great punt returns.
Yep, but Tyson Williams, you can't go wrong with that. So, folks, that's your ball game, 28-0 in favor of the Gobblers. So, another good win, another good solid win by the Cuero Gobblers to go to 2-3 at the halfway point in the year. They have a bye next week, which is probably a welcome thing for the Gobblers. They can get some players healthy, maybe even get somebody back that's been out. So, again, off next week. The following week,
we open district play, I believe, against LaGrange. Hang on, let me look real quick. Hey, I'm going to change my vote.
Okay.
I want to, when you count in punt returns and help in field position and 2 touchdowns, let's go Ellaby.
Okay.
We did Williams last week,
Okay.
did we not?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, yeah, let's go Ellaby. I want to
All
go
right.
Ellaby. Spread the wealth here.
All right.
Okay, now LaGrange. We will be in LaGrange on October the 9th. No, I'm sorry, at home. At home. Back here in Gobbler Stadium, October the 9th against LaGrange.
Okay.
The district schedule will lay out LaGrange, Giddings, Navasota, Smithfield, and last home game, Parents' Night, to finish out the regular season will be Gonzales here in Cuero.
Folks, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We enjoyed it. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
All right. Good night, everyone.